Hello, it's Film Frenzy. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom just debuted in theaters, so now it's time to rank all 5 Jurassic Park films. This includes the original trilogy plus the 2 new Jurassic World films. So let's get right into it with my number 5 pick, the worst of the Jurassic Park films, Jurassic Park 3. I have the feeling that Jurassic Park 3 was really just to try to cash in. This is the first Jurassic Park film not to have Steven Spielberg as the director, so it really just has this crappy knockoff feel to it. It does have 2 stars from the original Jurassic Park film. One, Sam Neill's Dr. Alan Grant, who actually has a pretty large role in this film, and it kind of makes sense in the plot how this couple's trying to contact him to rescue their son, and because he's an expert on the island, he's one of the few people to make it out alive. And then 2, Laura Dern's character, who's really not in it much, but she's really just there so Dr. Alan Grant can contact her to send in the Navy and Marines at the end to rescue them. But this film, it just kind of has this doled out version where it's just 90 minutes just trying to get a fast-paced film that really lacks any good themes or content. There really aren't themes in this film. They took away all this stuff about man messing with nature, and it's literally just this couple tricks Dr. Grant into going to the island, pretending to be a wealthy couple so they could visit and look over the island, but then they actually want to go down, and then their crew gets killed by this Stegosaurus, and then there's this terrible thing with the phone, this guy's phone is inside the Stegosaurus and they can hear it, and it just sounds so goofy. And then there's Grant's assistant Billy has this 3D printed raptor vocal box that he can do noise with, and it's it just feels very outdated, the plot. The effects are fine and all, and the script is pretty rough. There's some jokes that are kind of funny, but overall it's just a very weak film and is the low point of the Jurassic Park series, I would say. Up next, I have the original sequel, The Lost World Jurassic Park. So this is actually directed by Steven Spielberg, but I would definitely say this is one of the worst films he's ever done. I would say it's not terrible still, maybe a 2.5 out of 5 I'd give it. It's just remarkably average. So it's not unwatchable like the third one, and it has the best character in the franchise in my opinion, Dr. Ian Malcolm, who's played by Jeff Goldblum, who's an awesome charismatic actor, and he's featured here as he tries to rescue his girlfriend Sarah, who goes with a couple other people down to try to to conserve and show everybody that the second island should be just kept for the dinosaurs, because they didn't realize that there's a second island that that Hammond had made for dinosaurs. But it's just very repetitive of the first film, and it's very dumb too. The plot, you'd expect these people to understand how to avoid dinosaurs, but they make some stupid decisions bringing in a baby T-Rex to fix them, but then obviously the dad T-Rex comes and wreaks havoc on them. Or another time, Julianne Moore's character, Sarah, she keeps her shirt on that has the baby T-Rex blood, and that just attracts the parent again. So it's just very dumb. And then they have this whole meetup with these people that are working for Hammond's nephew, who plans to try to save money and make a new park in San Diego. And then they bring the ship with the T-Rex to San Diego, and the T-Rex wreaks havoc on the city, and it just feels like it gets out of control. They're trying to bring in a new element, I think, by bringing a dinosaur to the mainland, but it just really didn't make sense in the story, and it didn't flow well. The dialogue isn't great here once again. The themes, at least it has themes compared to Jurassic Park 3, but it's just the same as the first one, but doled out again. So it's a pretty weak film in the franchise, I would say. It's not completely terrible, and it has an interesting beginning with a family vacationing on this other island, but overall it is very weak and just starts a trend of bad Jurassic Park sequels. Now I have Jurassic World, the film that soft rebooted the series with mostly new characters in 2015. So I actually saw this film for the first time this past week. I'd surprisingly never seen it up until now, so I could watch the new Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And this film, I would say the first half, it was really, really good, superbly entertaining. I think the dialogue was very fun. It was a very funny movie, probably the funniest of all the Jurassic Park films. And I enjoyed the charisma of Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt. and how they're setting up like the two main kids, Nick Robinson and Ty Simpkins, I believe, play them, and they're two great actors also. I love their work in Love, Simon and Iron Man 3, respectively. And so I thought the cast was awesome. I liked the characters set up, but then they didn't really do much with the characters. None of the characters developed throughout the film much. So overall, the characters felt very one-dimensional, which kind of was unfortunate. And then I felt like the plot, it didn't like go many places. It kind of hits you over the head with the theme, which is just about messing with nature once again. Like, they don't really say anything new in this film, which bothers me. And they're very just like they're very like over the top about just making sure you know what the theme is, and they keep on saying it a million times, and it's really not that hard to pick up anyway. And I think some of the action sequences are fantastic. There's not really a lot of sense of like thrilling like horror, which is what I was looking for, but there wasn't. But there was still some awesome action sequences, mostly involving Chris Pratt. And the first part of the film, I just love seeing the whole like park, like Jurassic World is actually like a park now, and that was really cool because it's almost a mix between like Universal and SeaWorld, and then like dinosaurs. So that's awesome. I love how they're kind of like parodying that in a way. And then the second half of the film, kind of I felt lost it. The pacing got a little awry, and like it felt like there was some editing like flaws, and it just skipped around a little bit too much. And then the third act was just like one of those big, just like let's have just big action sequences, but no real plot development in the third act, which I thought was really unfortunate because I thought they were setting up some cool stuff with that whole new like crossbred dinosaur, which was pretty crazy. So overall, this film, I would give it a solid 3 out of 5. It's nothing special. It's just kind of like your average action movie, but it is fun to watch nonetheless. In what's probably regarded as a surprising pick, I have Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the latest Jurassic Park movie, at the number 2 spot. Probably wondering the shirt change. That's because this is recorded right after I just saw Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Just came right back from the theater, and I surprisingly loved this movie. I was really just not looking that forward to it based on the critical response, sitting at about 55% right now, but it blew me away with great lines, really funny. I thought the script overall was pretty solid. It does suffer from some action movie cliches, like the almost dead, and then somebody saves you at the last second. That was done repeatedly, and also I don't love how the part about weaponizing dinosaurs was used like it was in Jurassic World, so I felt like that was like repeated, but they used it better here, so I have to take off some points for originality. And also, I just like the movie is just kind of felt a little bit constructed with like the part about the island, how there's volcanoes and dinosaurs. Somebody probably cocked up and like thought, oh, that'd be a good idea to add volcanoes and dinosaurs. But overall, this movie is really solid, blew my expectations, and I think it's a lot better than Jurassic World because it's a lot more original. There's a lot like of twist in the film. Plus, I think it has the best action of any Jurassic Park film, with just some breathtaking sequences, especially when they're escaping the lava and the dinosaurs all at once. Plus, this is the scariest Jurassic Park film by far, because I thought Jurassic World was just kind of like more of an action movie, didn't have the thrills. This has a lot of jump scares, some really intense suspense building, beautifully directed by J.A. Bayona, great job. Great cast. I thought the new characters were pretty solid overall. Some weren't the best and kind of one-dimensional, but I thought they improved upon the main two characters, their relationship with Owen and Claire. And overall, this just has some great themes on like how all these dinosaurs are still living beings and stuff. And it was just really solid with a great plot and some clever twists in there. So I would give it a 4 out of 5 for my rating. So I think it's definitely one of the best and the best Jurassic Park film since my number 1 pick. Of course, at number 1, I have Jurassic Park, the original Steven Spielberg classic. Let's just say Jurassic Park is a classic for a reason. This is the original, the one that started it all, this entire series. And this film really just captures the best Steven Spielberg blockbuster style it could. It's just like Jaws, but 90s version with great fights like sequences. I love how thrilling it is. The sequence that really sticks with me always is the kitchen one with Hammond's grandchildren and the velociraptors coming after them. That is just a crazy scene. I always love that. It always sticks with me. It really scared me as a young kid. And I think this is just so well directed. Spielberg did a great job at it. There's a reason they made so much money. And it's just a all-out fun film with great themes too about how, like, people meddling with nature and stuff and playing God. It's great. It introduces some great characters like Sam Neill, Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum, Richard Attenborough. Just a lot of great, awesome characters in this film. And it is memorable for like just all these reasons. It's the original, and it's the best for being the original. Often franchises improve, but sadly this one hasn't. And this film really just captures all the great script, the drama, some comedy still in there, the sequences, the themes. All around, this is a great film to watch, and it really still holds up today. The effects were groundbreaking, and it doesn't look that outdated. So just a testament to the genius of Spielberg in 1993. So thank you for watching this ranking video. I'll put out my Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom review very soon. See you guys later from Film Frenzy. Bye.